Hi, my dear friends. Good morning to you all, and welcome back to the 9th Standard English Medium Social Classes. Dear student, in this class, we are going to deal with a new lesson, that is our state, Karnataka. See, it is the first lesson in the geographical part of 9th social classes. Before going to start, or before going to know the complete details about the Karnataka state, okay, let us have a small song, which is one of the famous songs in the Kannada film industry. That is, ನಾವಾಡುವ ನುಡಿಯೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ನಾವಿರುವ ತಾಣವೇ ಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ, ಚಂದದ ಗುಡಿ, ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ. ಆಹಾ ಓಹೋ ಓಹೋ ಚಿಮ್ಮುತ ಓಡಿವೆ ಜಿಂಕೆಗಳು, ಕುಣಿದಾಡುತ್ತ ನಲಿದಿವೆ ನವಿಲುಗಳು. ಆಹಾ ಮುಗಿಲನು ಚಿಮ್ಮೋ ಆಸೆಯಲಿ, ತೂಗಾಡುತ್ತ ನಿಂತ ಮರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡುತ್ತಿರೆ ಬಾನಾಡಿಗಳು, ಎದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂತಸದ ಹೊನಲು. ಇದು ವನ್ಯ ಮೃಗಗಳ ಲೋಕವೋ, ಈ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಇಳಿದ ನಾಕವೋ. ನಾವಾಡುವ ನುಡಿಯೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ನಾವಿರುವ ತಾಣವೇ ಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ, ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ, ಅಂದದ ಗುಡಿ. ಹಸುರಿನ ಬನಸಿರಿಗೆ ಒಲಿದು, ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದು. ಆಹಾ ಹರಿಯುವ ನದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಡಿ, ಹೂಬನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಲಿಯುತ್ತ ಓಲಾಡಿ, ಚೆಲುವಿನ ಬಲೆಯ ಬೀಸಿದಳು, ಈ ಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿದಳು. ಇದು ಯಾರ ತಪಸ್ಸಿನ ಫಲವೋ, ಈ ಕಣ್ಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ ಪುಣ್ಯವೋ. ನಾವಾಡುವ ನುಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ, ಅಂದದ ನುಡಿ, ನಾವಿರುವ ತಾಣವೇ ಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ, ಚಂದದ ಗುಡಿ, ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ, ಅಂದದ ಗುಡಿ, ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ. Dear student, I hope that you enjoyed this song, which is one of the famous songs in Kannada film. My dear student, why did I sing this song? I hope that you came to know why did I sing this song. Yes, really, the song it is nothing but the description of the beauty of Karnataka state. Got it? The beauty and the greatness, heritage, and the geographical locations. Especially the complete picture of Karnataka state is included in this song. Isn't it? So likewise, dear student, in this class we are going to deal with the same concept in the lesson our state Karnataka. But dear student, before going to start the lesson, see, let us know what are the points we are going to study in the class. So these are the teaching points, dear student. Listen here. The greatness of our state. What is that? The first thing is the greatness of our state and its heritage. Its heritage as well as culture and customs of Karnataka state. Got it? And the second teaching point is the origin of the name of Karnataka. The name of Karnataka. Yes, the origin of the name of Karnataka. It means how the state got the name as Karnataka and form of the state. Then the next point is the geographical location. The geographical location. The geographical location size, comma, geographical location, size, land and water, land and water, borders, isn't it? Dear student, I would like to repeat once again the points. The greatness of our state Karnataka and its heritage, culture and custom. And the second point, the origin of the name of Karnataka. That means how Karnataka came into existence. The geographical location, size, land and water, borders. See, these are the things what we are going to discuss in this class. Along with that, the last point, the neighboring states of Karnataka state. What is that? The neighboring states of Karnataka state. See, these are the important points that we are going to deal with in this class. Dear student, as we know very well, as we enjoyed in this song, see how our Karnataka state is very great, isn't it? Since there are many beautiful things are existed in Karnataka. Got it? There are so many rivers. The origin of so many rivers, and so many rivers are there, and so many forest areas which are prime among them. Western Ghats, especially these Western Ghats and the forest of Dandeli and many others forests increased the beauty of Karnataka state. And along with that, many important heritage centers, and holy places. These are increased the beauty and the prosperity of Karnataka state. Got it? And actually, number of poets and writers brought many prizes to Kannada and Karnataka state. Got it? So that is why we came to know in the song, isn't it? ಹಸುರಿನ ಮನಸಿರಿಗೆ ಒಲಿದು ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದು ಆಹಾ ಓಹೋ ಓಹೋ. Got it? Likewise, see, let us see the complete detail about Karnataka. Before that, let us study about the back story of Karnataka state or Karnataka. My dear student, our state Karnataka has its own story or background. This land of Karnataka, the land of Karnataka is also called as the land of Kannadigas. The land of Kannadigas. The land of Kannadigas. Got it? Because the people who live in Karnataka, they speak Kannada, isn't it? This is called as land of Kannada, and then Kannadigas. It is one of the Indian states. How many states are there in India? Yes, how many? Yes, there are. How many states are there in India? Very good. There are many states in. Yes, many states in India. Among them, Karnataka is also one of them, which has its own greatness. Karnataka has its own greatness, prestige and heritage. It has its own culture, prestige, heritage and customs. Got it? Different types of soil can be seen, and this land has an ideal situation, and it is blessed with many diversity of flora, fauna, different types of soil and rivers systems, minerals and human resources. Got it? This land is having many different kind of resources, flora, fauna, and different kind of soils, rivers, systems, minerals, and human resources. Isn't it? It has many and varies in a different aspects. It is a prosperous land. Karnataka is a prosperous land with its own literature, isn't it? In Kannada literary workers used to write in Kannada language. Got it? Its own literature, Tandayagirukku Sahitya and art, culture, and it has religious, spiritual, and historically famous pilgrim centers, isn't it? It has its own religious center, spiritual center, historically famous pilgrim centers, isn't it? It has many aspects, Karnataka. Many places in Karnataka are famous for their World Heritage Site, especially the students. 2 or 3 years ago, got it? Our Western Ghats has got the rank of a World Heritage Center. Got it? It has included in the World Heritage Center, and many places in Karnataka have included in a World Heritage Center. See, in Karnataka we can see number of World Heritage Centers. Haivale, Patatkallu, Badami. See, these are the places, especially historical places. And its natural beauty, as I told, natural beauty naturally created the beauty of Karnataka. Likewise, many falls, many rivers, and many flora, fauna, animals, and forest. These are called naturally increase the beauty of Karnataka. Especially if you go to Malenad region, Western Ghats or coastal area, you will get the beauty. You will get the beauty of Karnataka. Then abundance of wildlife, as I told you, abundance of wildlife sanctuaries and many national parks can be seen. Got it? Wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, many forests, rivers. Got it? These are the things which increased the beauty of Karnataka. Got it? The name Karnataka, let us see. The name Karnataka has been in use from ancient times. Dear student, Karnataka, as I told you, it has thousands of years history. Karnataka, this is the name of Karnataka, has been in use from ancient times. It has been using the name of Karnataka has been using from ancient time. So how and when? Who used? This land used to be called as Karunadu. How this land was used to be, like how it was used? Karunadu. How it was used earlier time? Karunadu. So it means when we split this word Karunadu, Kar plus Nadu, what happens? Kar plus Nadu. When we split this word Kar plus Nadu, which means a land of black soil, which means a land of, yes, a land of black soil. A land of black soil. Kappu Mandina Nadu, Karunadu. Kar plus Nadu means Kappu Mandina Nadu, or in English, black, yes, the land of black soil. The word Karunat This is also one of the word. Karunat. The word Karunat refers to Karnataka. In the ancient Tamil work, that is Shilapadikaram. Dear student, as I told, Karnataka, the word or the name of Karnataka has been using since ancient time. If we go to the ancient history, we will get the information of information of the existence of Karunat or Karnataka. So how it was used? It was used especially in a Tamil literary work. Tamil literary work, that is Shilapadikaram. Tamil literary work Shilapadikaram has the sources of the existence of or it witnesses the existence of Karnataka in ancient time. So in that Tamil literary work, the name was used like Karunat. This exactly Karunat refers that Kar plus Nat, which means Karunadu, which we are calling Karnataka. Got it? Now the name has been changed. Got it? But before it was called as Karunat, which means a land of black soil or Karunadu. Got it? So this land, the existence of this Karnataka was mentioned in Tamil work Shilapadikaram in ancient Tamil literary work. Got it? Yes, just observe. Our land, the existence of our Karnataka or our land was used in a Tamil language. So really we are very great about that. So that we existed thousands years ago. Got it? See, Karunat means. See, what does it mean? Karunat. What is mean by Karunat? It means the land which is on a elevated plateau. Which means Karunat means a land which is a elevated plateau. It is mentioned like that. Got it? So, in one more literary work, that is, it has been mentioned, or Karnataka has also been mentioned in another literary work, that is Kaviraja Marga. What is that? Kaviraja Marga. That is the first Kannada literary work, that is Kaviraja Marga, which is written by Drupatunga. Which is written by Drupatunga. Which is written by Drupatunga. Got it? Yes, it has been also mentioned the Drupatunga's grammatical work, that is Kaviraja Marga, that Karnataka extended from. See, in this literary work written by Drupatunga, how it was mentioned there, Karnataka extended from the river Kaveri up to the Godavari river. See how Drupatunga mentioned the existence of Karnataka in his literary work Kaviraja Marga, like Karnataka was extended from Kaveri river up to the Godavari river. So in this way, Karnataka is not only used today, but it has been using thousands years ago, since thousands years. Got it? Yes, in Shilapadikaram, Tamil literary work, we came to know that the existence of Karnataka and Rashtrakuta king Drupatunga. He also mentioned the existence of Karnataka in his grammatical work Kaviraja Marga as Karnataka was extended from river Kaveri to river Godavari. In this way, Karnataka has its own background story or backstory of Karnataka. Got it? After the independence, now just after the independence, after India got independence, how Karnataka was formed? Let us see. See, after the independence, after India got independence, when did India get independence? We know very well that 15th August, yes, 1947. In this time, India got independent. Got it? After India got independence, India was divided into many states. Yes, we know very well that India was divided into many states according to the linguistic basis. In 1953, in the time of 1953, what happens? Must observe very carefully. In 1953, 9 southern districts. Listen carefully. In 1953, 9 southern districts which were till under the rule of Mysore kings. In 1953, 9 southern districts which were till then under the rule of Mysore kings were brought together to form the Mysore state. Listen carefully. In the time of 1953, 9 southern districts which were under the control of Mysore kings were brought together and formed the state, and they named as Mysore state. How it was named? Yes, Mysore state. Got it? In this way, yes, Mysore state came into existence. So later, when the states were recognized on a linguistic basis, see, after the existence of Mysore state in 1953, later when the states were recognized on linguistic basis, see, area with the Kannada speaking people in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces. Listen carefully. After the 1953 incident, when the states were recognized as linguistic basis, so areas which Kannada speaking people in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces were brought together. And what happened? Yes, thus on 1st November 1956, on 1st November 1956, what happens? Yes, the Vishala Mysore state came into existence. The Vishala Mysore state came into existence in the time of 1953. Got it? The students listen carefully here. In the time of 1953, Mysore state came into existence after the independence. Got it? See, after that, in 1956, November 1st, when the states were recognized on linguistic basis, the areas with Kannada speaking people in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces were brought together and formed another state and named as Vishala Mysore state in November 1st, 1956. In that time, who was the Chief Minister of Karnataka state? Who was that? Yes, Nijalingappa was the first Chief Minister to the Vishala Mysore state. Got it? So then, who was the first chief minister, who was the first chief minister to Mysuru state in 1953? Dear student, listen carefully and take down as your homework. Isn't it? Who was the first chief minister to Mysuru state in 1953? This is the question for your homework. But in the time of 1956, who was the prime minister? Who was the chief minister? Yes, Nijalingappa was the chief minister in that time when the Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. Got it? So after we could see many changes. See, it is fond commemoration. You should also know that it is nothing but the commemoration of formation of Vishala Mysuru state event that Rajyotsava is celebrated. My dear student, for the commemoration of the Vishala Mysuru state came into existence on November 1st, 1956. For this commemoration, we celebrate every November 1st as Kannada Rajyotsava. My dear student, take one homework as your take one question for your homework. Yes, why do we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava on November 1st? Because, dear student, on that time, November 1st, when all the states, especially, were recognized on linguistic basis, the areas with the Kannada speaking people from various provinces like Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu brought together and formed one state and named as Vishala Mysuru state on November 1st, 1956. For this commemoration, for the formation of Vishala Mysuru state, for this commemoration, we celebrate every November 1st as Kannada Rajyotsava. Got it? Every November 1st, what we do? We celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava. Got it? See, in this time. But later, next, in 1973, one more incident, very important incident, my dear student. You should remember in your lifetime. In 1973, what happened? In 1973, in response to the wishes of Kannadigas, these students in 1973, according to the opinion, according to the requisition of Kannada people or Kannada speaking people, our state was renamed as Karnataka. Our state was renamed as Karnataka in 1973. Because, my dear student, in 1953, Mysuru state came into existence. In 1956, Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. In 1973, the Vishala Mysuru state was renamed as Karnataka state because many of Kannada speaking people pressurized on the government to change the name of Vishala Mysuru state as Karnataka state. See, according to the demand of the people of Karnataka state, the state name was changed as Karnataka state. In this time, Devaraj Arasu was the chief minister in our state. So in this way, Karnataka has its own backstory. Got it? My dear student, in this class, I hope that you understood very well about how Karnataka came into existence. And now, take down the homework. Take down the homework. The first question is take down. How did Karnataka come into exist? How did Karnataka come into exist? And second question, write a brief note The Vishala Mysuru state. Write a brief note on the Vishala Mysuru state. Okay, dear students, these are the two questions I have given as your homework. I hope that you understood today's class very well. And remaining things, the next topic is geographical locations of Karnataka state will be discussed in the next class. Until then, take care and study well. Thank you so much.